Okay, welcome everybody. This is Enbär Svärd speaking. I'm a medium and I have a friend, colleague, new friend, Claudia Valentin or Claudia Santos. Which name do you want to go by?
Claudia Santos. The
Claudia
two.
Valentin Santos. Yeah, very welcome. So we have just gotten to know each other. Actually, we have only met a couple of times, but still we throw us into this. And Claudia has experienced this Council of Boazim that we are going to connect with only once or once or twice maybe. And so now I'm experiencing some kind of delay here, but it's all right. Yeah. So we're gonna channel my council, the Council of Boazim, and we're gonna talk about divine union. We just came up with that theme yesterday because it's kind of something that we have actual in our lives also that we are longing for, and with by that we mean like a divine woman between two lovers, but it could also mean like divine union between you and God, also in that dynamic. That's Trinity, lovers and the source in the source, divine love. So I am a beginner with that, so I just want to explore that. And Claudia is going to ask question. I will channel the Council of Boazim, and they will probably make some kind of activation also later. Can you say something, Claudia, so I can see your microphone is working?
Yes,
Welcome. I want to say, I'm so happy to do this with you. Yeah,
thank you.
and
Thank you for inviting me.
you're very brave who just throw yourself out like this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. So, yeah. Would you want to say something about yourself? I just said you're a medium, but you have a program called Into the Wild. That is, I'm very curious about that. You haven't told me so much about that either. And you've been doing soul readings, just like I have done. Um, and we are going to do some adventures together in the future. But would you like to tell a little bit about yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Claudia. I'm Portuguese, and yes, I'm the happy pioneer of Into the Wild, Portugal. And the Into the Wild is a project that we teach a course, a foundation course of outdoor education, and this is divided in academic terms that you become an outdoor mentor. You can work in any project in the world, but it's also very holistic and very shamanic approach in terms of self-development. So it's this blend of the connection with yourself and the natural world in general, and how you can become more activist in the protection of our planet Earth, the boat we are all living in.
Yeah, it's amazing times, and yeah, it's very interesting what the work you're doing, and yeah, and how's your Lionsgate been so far?
Amazing. We have been running this for 10 years now, and we have been giving programs all over the world, not only in Portugal. So the idea is to train people to become more connected with themselves, with the different direction, this alignment between ourselves and the sky,
Mm,
whatever religion you believe in,
mm.
and to have a consciousness that you can make a change in this world for the better, of course.
Wow.
So this is you are in a funny way touched to to organize yourself sharing nature activities with people in general. So it's pretty easy the way it is organized because it's inspired on most American mentors like Tom Young and Joanna Macy, these outdoor activist people, And so the course is done in a way that you have a training program and immediately you can go out there and pass it on. So although you have all these academic skills, it's very practical and hands-on.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Any
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. I didn't hear. I thank you for that. It sounds really inspiring. But I was just asking, how is your days, the latest days now in this Lionsgate energy that has been very powerful for me? How has the latest days been for you?
Very intense and taking away the energy. Also, we have to associate the location where we are. Here, despite this new shift now, is extremely hot, so it's double work. So I feel, in a way, a very call to go on a more deeper way, the inner work,
Hmm.
and a big curiosity. Like all your senses are much more awake in a way.
Sorry,
It's more deeper.
what did you say?
All, all, all the senses are very awake.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Well,
So, and these different mixed feelings, also a deep inner call to do a deeper work,
yeah,
but at the same time, like something is taking the energy away in terms of the physical body, not the
yeah.
emotional,
Yeah,
spiritual.
it's so hard work to take care of your body just to sustain yourself in extreme
Yeah,
heat.
yeah, yeah.
It's yeah. I was traveling in Egypt in May one year, and it was 45 degrees, and they had weddings in the night between 12 and 4 o'clock in the morning, just because then the temperature dropped to maybe 38 or something. So it's
Yes, yes.
but that speaking of that, that's how I connected with this Council of Boazim, because I was very active in the Extinction Rebellion. Maybe you've heard of it. It's our environmental movement. So there was a lot of urgency when they connected me, and I connected first actually with nature spirits. I got this channel that I'm gonna enter soon. On in 2020, the Lionsgate, um, and then the day after the Lionsgate, all these nature spirits or aristocracy from nature spirits like kings and queens of water fairies, for example, or stone fairies, and they came and introduced themselves, and they were very concerned because their kingdoms are dependent, and the nature spirits are dependent on the physical biosphere. So it was basically a call, emergency call from them. Help us connect the humans to our realm, the nature spirit realm again, so we can have a common mission on the planet,
Precisely.
a common purpose as
Pre-
a whole species. And that's just to explain this. And then later I got connected with the Council of Boazim, and on their planet they have went through this huge unification project. They are saying they have been separating many times the species on their planet, but now they're in a very unified state where all the planet is kind of a light liquid, a thick liquid of light. So all the species have merged all their gifts and their experiences together. And that's why they are this group soul. But their bodies is just a big soup. You can say that's how they're explaining it. So they have in a way returned to the state where the earth was when life first evolved. It was like a big soup with amino acids and everything. So they are kind of went full cycle. But the difference is that they are aware. they're conscious in the ninth dimension, which is very hard to comprehend. But that is actually what little I know about dimensions, is that is the divine dimension. So it's very fitting
Yeah.
to have this talk today about divine union with them, because they have gone all the way.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Just one
And
last
for
word. Yeah, sorry. So yes, what's your thoughts?
no, it's for that to happen, and it's very urgent that it happens as quick as possible. It's very important that the souls that are more awake touch the others in terms that because most of the people are just living in a very automatic way. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
the magic is gone, the wonder is gone, the curiosity is
yeah,
gone. You know, the
yeah,
slow attention is gone.
yeah,
You know, they don't. They most people are really like the soul is shrinking because they
yeah,
don't live in and wonder anymore.
yeah,
And when you are in state of consciousness, you are not able to connect with the elemental beings, and
yeah,
you are not even able to receive this new energy which is coming down from higher sources of consciousness. And so it's very important that the first thing and is connected with these environmental meetings, because we are nature, so we need to be more in this state of groups and in connection with the beauty of the natural world. It's the only way where you have this feeling that the world is never finished, you know, that you always, wow, what
yeah,
is this plant, what is that tree, you know, this state of
yeah,
consciousness.
yeah,
It's very important, and then you are slowly open your heart to receive the energy that you mentioned, and even to connect with the elemental beings, because they don't appear with chaotic energy, and you know
no,
people
no.
are not able even to connect with them.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's like clear water. I feel so seen when you speak, and I have a few thoughts that came up when what you said is like, well, I'm a parent of a 5-year-old son, and it's interesting because I've been on both sides. I've been disconnected and connected to the spirit world most of my life. Actually, it's been like this, down into the ditch and disconnecting, trying to drown out all that is true and pure for me, not really accepting my gift and not afraid to stand up for it. But also, I notice as a parent, there are many of us parents who have wonderful kids, wonderful, full of
Yes,
wonder, kids full of
yes, yes,
wonder. So they trigger us. But what happens when you're a parent? Sometimes you get more into, as you say, this automatic living. Oh, I need to cook food, I need to do this, I need to earn money. So the child is in the magic, but you go more into this automatic mode. That is very
yes.
interesting. Maybe they are triggering something that is scary to join them in this magic world. Do you think so?
Yeah,
Yep.
that is because you notice in most of the children at a certain age, especially till the age of 7, the sad news is that they start losing it at the age of 7.
Oh,
So the first September, which is from 1 till 7, they have what we call this atavic energy, which means the soul is still connected with higher forces, with cosmos. So that's why they live like any moment, any day is a mystery, you
yeah,
know. Everything is new.
yeah,
And then when we go, oh, I know that. I have been there, I know. So we lose this awareness of
yeah,
curiosity and wonder, you know, and
yeah,
this reference,
yeah.
and this
Reverence, yeah,
and this gratefulness as well. You know, it's very important that you spend some time in your day and you are in connection with yourself, and you are grateful, you know, and you are grateful. And it's very small practice. And the invitation here, I think, should be to share what we can do in these very small steps, but helps enormously how your life will change. And I don't think it's a choice anymore. It's because if we don't do that, we are not connecting with the new energy which is already coming in. And that's why people feel disconnected, and therefore they feel not energized. They feel tired all the time, So it's a physical body as well, and the way you live your daily life. So this is a big call. We can share some simple steps, perhaps.
So I've been doing gratitude lists now for 1 month. I've been doing it for a long time. When I was with the mother of my child, we used to do it every night together. But it's interesting. It's like going to the gym. You practice gratitude and every night, and it gives effect now. Because I have to admit that I took things for granted, and I'm coming back to this wonder and awe again through the gratitude, which is very close to awe and wonder. And so today I was very gratitude for having enough underwear. So it's like I was like feeling so, oh, I'm so lucky I have like clean underwear. So yeah, one thing I want to say, that there might be a lot of despair, when you talk about the climate crisis. I told you about the Extinction Rebellion, that I was a few years there, but I didn't feel well. That's a big topic, of course. So I just assume that people are aware that we are approaching a mass extinction, the sixth mass extinction call of the Anthropocene, which means it's caused by humans. This mass extinctions. So, but I want to point out those who are very sad, because this extinction is only possible in the old paradigm of separation and control. This old story that we are separated and that we are not loved, that we have to earn love and all these things, and that change comes with only a forcing a change, that you have to identify a problem, which is CO2, and then it destroy that problem, and that's how we solve things. No, I see it the other way, but because we are so close now to realize our powers as creators, that anything we can imagine, we can create. So therefore, it's the only thing that is missing is this consciousness, and that will turn things around on the planet very quickly, and miracles will appear. Just like they say that the night is as darkest before the dawn, I want to just say, because I feel there's so much consciousness and awareness rising on the planet, and when there's a critical mass, things will can turn around quite quickly, I think. How do you think?
Precisely. I totally agree. I just add to that it's a little bit more deep, in the sense that it's not enough to just visualize and have positive thoughts. And you really invite a daily practice. So you are on the higher vibration. It's not so much what you think, but it's the vibration you are in.
Thank you.
Because you can visualize even a better world, everything you wish for the world. But if you are not on vibration, if you are on a vibration of fear, much ego, or even a materialist, still very connected to the materialistic world, It
Thank you.
doesn't happen so easily. So it's
Yeah.
the idea, the invitation is to help people to raise their vibration.
Yeah, and according to me, you do that by descending into the roots, and to really, well, that's what's called embodiment. To embody everything, all your fears or your traumas is part of that, because that's how people always talk about raising the vibration, and many people think that it's just about being positive or being high vibes all the time and just happy, and not like looking at everything that is messy. But what I've heard is, just like, because I'm a musician, so it's just like a chord. You have a ground note.
Totally agree.
So
Totally
and then
agree.
you have overtones on top of that.
Yes,
So
yes,
it's
it
not about
evolves.
reaching the higher, like, overtones.
Yes,
No, it's about raising the ground level. Like, if you go into your deepest fears and traumas, just feel the feelings you've been afraid to feel. That's how you raise the floor, and that's what I want to call the ground note, the core note. So just to clarify that, but thank you for bringing up this perspective of surrender, because it was a bit
yes,
masculine. This described how I describe it, that we are creators and we are like just from the mind. No, it's what I want to talk with, and what this talk with the council is about. We're gonna soon connect with them. Is this feminine aspect that you need to surrender to the awe and wonder and miracles, and
yes,
experience the wonder without getting panic too much about how we are destroying it. That's the kind of challenge I feel in my life at the moment.
yes. And have this consciousness that you have power and the capacity to do it in a very simple way.
Mm,
And if we small steps, it helps to make a move.
mm,
So doesn't matter the state that you are right now.
yeah,
Do something on your daily life. Start changing yourself.
yeah,
If you work on yourself and you do your daily work in terms
mm,
of cleaning your energy,
yeah,
and be more happy, be more grateful, be more uh, like the world is never going to finish. In this state that everything, there is always something new in your daily life,
mm,
instead of the attitude of another day, I know all this, what is going to happen.
mm,
Don't stay on this vibration
mm,
of don't seeing the joy and the mystery in your daily life,
mm,
because there is always something new. That's why I connect so much with the Native Americans, because they used to say, what is the magic moment of the day?
mm,
You know, and we Eastern people, we totally disconnect them with
mm.
that. This,
Well, there's so many, like, we haven't really had this talk, you and me, so it's very interesting to record it at the same time, because there's so many interesting thoughts. But I have lots of comments and questions and thoughts. But shall we go into this Council of Boazim? And I, uh, I, I encourage you also. You can still give your own thoughts and reflections. You don't need to only ask questions. So
okay.
it could be a talk between you and the Council of Boazim. Yeah. So um, it doesn't take me long. I just sit down a little bit and we start connecting with them. Mm, drink a. Mm, mm, Welcome, my friends, and thank you for inviting us to this very inspiring meeting. We are very happy to receive you and to be received by you, and we are looking forward to everything, all the thoughts, all the openings, all the questions, and all the curiosity you are bringing. Thank you for your trust. So, you have brought the topic of divine union and to live in awe and wonder. But first we have to talk about what do you mean by the divine and what do you mean by union? So, of course, everything, you could see everything in the world around you as divine. So what is then changed by saying, how do you enter into divine union? Well, you can see divine as a way to be aware of your true nature, to be at the same time aware of the ephemeral, the thing that is disappearing in front of your eyes, and that is eternal. We want to include that because in some traditions and monotheistic religions, they only mean the eternal part, the one that is beyond the samsara, beyond the matter, beyond and behind everything, the deep intelligence. But we mean that the divine should include both the expression and the source. So that's actually one part of the union, is to unite what is ephemeral and eternal, what is alive, what is dead, what you have, what you haven't got. That is the contrast that can humble you and bring you into awe and wonder, because you as humans, you come into your planet, into your life as a human with nothing. No memories, no possessions, no expectations, but you have a soul contract. But in terms of everything else, you're just open and present, and that's also how you exit. And it's important for you to remember that everything that you have is just alone. You've heard these, you call them cliches, but it's very important to be in connection with this emptiness.
Yeah.
To feel that your cup is full. It's empty and full at the same time. So we urge you to connect with music and art to help you be more in your heart. Also nature and the elements, like water, swimming. And so you can have a pause from being in your mind. There's so much attention so much calling your attention to the mind. So you have to train your heart muscle again. And you can get there by really coming back to the circumstances of a life here on the planet, that everything is very ephemeral and short. that's the way you can feel the preciousness of every day and every moment on this planet. You can cherish it. Thank you. Yeah, now I'm coming back to Enbär a little bit here. Do you have any questions for them or any reflections from what they just said?
Yes, I totally agree. And perhaps an invitation for all of us to have this beginner approach in everything and in our daily life. And practical examples, for example, when you look at a tree, if you are on this beginner approach, you really look with a very slow attention to the tree. And like a watercolor painting, you see the different tonalities, the different colors of the green of the leaves, going from the dark to the light. You see the different ramifications of the branch, and you see the different textures and colors, So when you have this beginner approach to everything which goes, and even the small details of the change of colors in nature, you are on the right track.
Yeah.
You are on the right track. So it's this connection in a very slow and deeper way with the natural world in general.
Yeah.
If you promoting these and make it daily, you can even make with your child or your family in a joke way, in a playful way. But this starting, feeding your emotional bodies, all your astral body, all your higher body, and you start feeling lighter and more connected. And it's so simple activities that you can do, and that's inspiration for you to start doing them.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of often looking for this kind of, or maybe that's what you're talking about, a reset button, because during a day there's so many responsibilities, and just to set up this live video, it's so much. I had to be with AI, for 2 days to understand all how you did set everything up, the technicalities of it. And I thought it was just to press live button and then you're off. But there's so many things in our daily modern life that you need requires this part, the body. And it's so exhausting. And how do you press the kind of reset button, as you say, to have like a blank canvas, to be a beginner again? How do you do that?
First of all, no judgment. We spend lots of energy and time, judgment, and this is very important. Stop saying negative things. I mean, we cannot say what other people can do, but we can make the invitation to change and not be so judgment all the time, because it's just a waste of energy for you. So it's very important that you start being an alchemist, and you change, like it is like this, and you put like, you do this 160 change in everything is, and everything is fun. It's just small details, but first one, no judgment. Second, bring this presence, this awareness to all the small things, which means look with your heart instead of your eyes, and look deeper to things, really connect, really be in the present moment. This is important. And then that you have this consciousness that every day give more attention that we are here on a certain time. Actually, yesterday I watched a movie and they say that the majority of people stays on planet Earth, if we are lucky,
Yeah.
2,000 days,
Yeah.
27,000 days.
Yeah, I have a question for you then. Now we change, so I ask the question for you. But let's do it like this: that we talk, we ask each other questions, and then we can let the council also answer them. What about that?
Oh,
We can try.
very
But
good
I have a question for you. And it's like, what about expectations? Should you like clear yourself and have no expectations, or should you just expect beautiful things?
Well, first of all, I think it's important that we shouldn't put in ourselves this rule. We don't have to allow everything to be on organic, which means if you feel like an expectation, if you feel you have an expectation, embrace it. You know, don't be mental. I cannot do that. I cannot be like this. I shouldn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Just be natural. Just be natural, and allow to come in an organic way. And it's good that you are positive and you have positive thoughts, but it's this blend that you allow yourself to be happy whatever happens to you.
It's not easy. Like I've been going through a long dark night of of the soul, like a separation from a family with my child for like 2 years, and when I actually got into it and the more and more pain came, and the pain came just to make me realize certain things, and they came pretty fast. It was intense last year, especially, and I guess it was like that for many people. But I because I'm medial, so I can also, when the pain came, I I I remember when then I understood directly. Okay, I understood that. One reaction was like, "Oh God, I can't take more pain, and this is even more painful than before." But then I sensed why this was the perfect timing that this happened to me, and I could see the treasure behind it, why it happened. But still, I was like, no, please, not more, But it was so good to learn to be. I couldn't say that I was happy that I was hurting, but I could at least feel some acceptance that this is the right thing. This is exactly what I need. And I felt that when my father died, actually, he drowned 26 years ago. And when I got that arrow, it was like this Achilles, warrior Achilles, in the old Greek story, that it was the most sensitive place where this arrow hit my father wound, because I felt I needed more of my father, even though our connection had gotten better. So I felt like this is the perfect thing that could happen to me, even if it was same time the worst thing I had ever experienced so far in my life. I was almost 30 years, 29 years old. So is that what you mean, or could you be actually happy for even when something tragic happens, or what are you actually meaning when you say that?
Well, I mean that of course you are not happy,
No.
but the thing is, we don't understand at the present moment why certain things are happening to us. We don't understand why it happened, and when, as you said at the beginning, when we come here, we don't remember anything. So we know what we have done in past lives to father, ex-wife, whatever. So that's why, of course, you are not happy, but it's a big comfort and a surrender if you just accept and you totally trust. And this is a union with the divine, that whatever happens to me is for the higher and has a reason that it is happening. I don't understand. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm in pain, but I accept. because the reason why I'm feeling this way.
Yeah.
And the moment, it's very magic. The moment you totally surrender, not in your head, but also your heart, that you go like this, like as if you are on the sea and you are almost to drown, to go down, and you just surrender, you just go like this, I'm going to die. This kind of attitude in your daily life with any external situation.
Yeah.
I
So,
think
sorry?
then it changed because you learned the lesson.
Yeah.
So if you were in pain, the pain stopped.
Yeah.
The pain.
I have and I've been hearing now the council wants to get in. They want to talk about expectations, and time.
Okay.
But I want to just first say I have an example of that. What you were saying when you're feeling like you're dying. I almost drowned twice in my life. It was maybe 20 years apart, but anyway, I didn't realize it was an initiation by the water, the first and the second time. So I was struggling to get back. The water wanted to take me in and out to sea by the stream, this very strong current. But I resisted. It's just like in a dream, there's a big animal who wants to kill you. That is often an initiation from a power animal. Those shamanic people. But I had this female friend in India where this happened, who the same thing happened to her, and she just relaxed. And she understood, okay, this is an initiation. So she was just floating with, let the current pull her out. And she was just relaxing, and then the current brought her back again, and that was the initiation. But I finally received the initiation by taking like a scuba dive course, where I had to kind of trust the equipment and trust the sea, and just surrender to the equipment and to the sea. So but just to finish the story, that I met these queens and kings, the undines, they are called, water spirits, and they told me to sing whenever I was close to the water, just to connect with the water. Anyway, shall we just jump over to the council? You can also ask them questions. Well, thank you, my friends. You are opening so many doors. Very interesting to hear you. We can just show you the geometrical perspective of how we see it. So it's like you are connecting threads of consciousness to different timelines through every thought you're having, and because you're opening your hearts at the same time, you're making these entrances to other timelines. It's very beautiful. You're opening up different realms with your talks. We had something to say about expectations, because of these timelines, and also that on a soul level there is no linear time, because there's no body. So the soul, and also while you're in a body, the whole soul is not in your body, just part of your soul. And the rest of the soul can travel back and forth in your life. That's why you say, you can see different ages in a child, can have maybe remnants of an 80-year-old or something, or you can see imprints of different ages when you were small, inner children. You can see there are some agents that are very dominant in a face, older or younger. But so when you're having an expectation, let us put it the right way. So you're actually in one way calling in a future timeline. The problem is when you hold the expectation too tightly. It's like a rope. You're keeping the end what you're holding tightly is the need, the desire to have something, or the desire for a certain outcome. But without that strong desire that is connected to this moment, then it's actually an expectation, is an invitation for the future to come and meet you. So we invite you to hold expectations lightly as a butterfly or a bird that is landing. Just like Claudia was saying, just don't be too mental about it. Just when you feel an expectation, just embrace it. Just like a butterfly that is there, and then it leaves again. But you are starting to wake up to the network, the web of time. That time is not one straight line, it's many lines that go in different directions. And they create a big web through the universe. And you need consciousness to travel back. You can see it very easily. You can say you need consciousness to understand what your 4-year-old didn't understand. So you can be that 4-year-old, hold that 4-year-old as a 55-year-old man, and you can help that boy with a consciousness it didn't have. That's one form of time travel, actually. But that it's a very deep topic. We just wanted to widen your expectation. So thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, how to live in awe and wonder. I feel a little taste of it just by talking to you, and I'm very, very happy for that. Yeah, and I feel also this with expectation for me, that just to loosen this grip, the desire that I want so much in life, that I want things to change, that I want to have it a different way, instead of just be grateful for the things I do have. Because I would be very happy if I lose those things that maybe I take for granted. I'm thinking a lot about my son. I'm so happy that he's in my life, because I became a parent very late. I was 50 years old. So I'm very grateful for that. But there are other things that maybe I take for granted. Some of my skills of music I take for granted, and I feel bored with, instead of being grateful for those gifts, for example. Yeah, how do you find your way back to wonder and awe? What do you do when you feel too much in your head, Claudia?
Well, that's another suggestion. So since we are coming to the end now, I suggest that we make like perhaps a summary of what we have been talking.
Yeah.
To give some tips for whoever is listening to us. Some small suggestions to add in their daily lives. And one of them is when you have your head very full and you don't know. It's very important, this consciousness and this acceptance that we don't understand why things are happening in that way. So this consciousness that it helps a lot your life if you accept it without knowing the reason. which, and this is the tricky thing, because we are very rational, most of the people, and we want to know, but why, and why, and we all the time we question ourselves, and we criticize a lot as well. No? So this really, this surrender attitude that if it's happened, I guess it's for the good, it's for higher good. So you go, and also this consciousness that we are not here that long in the planet. So don't turn your day on a mechanical day, you know, do something unexpected. Do something.
Surprise yourself. Surprise yourself.
Yes, for tomorrow. But answering your question, if you have your head full, first of all, you need to stop. And you need to empty it, like you said about the cup. So you go to nature, nature helps. The spirit of nature helps much more. The invitation to go to nature is just because it's quicker. You know, any elemental of nature, it helps us. So you just sit in nature and you just sit there in silence, in quietness, and you start, okay, I accept, I don't understand why this is happening, I just accept. You sit under a tree or in front of the sea, doesn't matter wherever you are, but the connection with natural world is very important. And this acceptance. And then you start feeling empty. You start feeling lighter. So this is one thing.
Thank you.
Totally about higher, like we are a little bit puppets here and there is higher force.
I was so tired of that. And I mean, of course, when something really painful happens, our minds really go, oh, why is this happening to me? The first question is coming, instead of just, because that's what I've been learning, being a medial person or psychic person, is that you don't know immediately. It comes later, especially if things come in pieces. And it's just, you have to have this delay to feel what actually happened. And we are also so fixated with knowing. It's a form of control, you know. We want to have control when it's, and then we go on like rafting or what's it called? Roller coasters or whatever, just to lose our control. We do certain things so we can lose our control, you know, or go to a spa, or so we are constantly like into this, and then we need help to do this. But it's actually more exciting, or we should value more the not knowing about mysteries. I remember reading Arabic poetry, and it seems like in the Arabic culture they revere this, oh, it's a mystery, like we don't know, and it's something positive, you know, that you can be curious, you can fantasize there, you can make up your own worlds because there's like a blank slate there. That's something beautiful in not knowing, and it makes life an adventure also.
Yes. And also this presence to the unseen, you know, because you can do your way to work or to your son's school or whatever. Whatever you do every day, you can do the same way with a different approach, which is open your eyes and your heart in a much deeper, and all your senses in a much deeper way. So if you have presence to the unseen forces and colors and ways, and you are much more on the detail, you know, this acceptance of life, this is a very good tool to help you in this life acceptance. And the key here is, how can we be happy even if things doesn't happen in the way that we want? How can we be happy? Because we always want something and we always question.
And it's
Stop
yeah,
question.
yeah.
You know, your
Well,
life
it's also
every day special.
yeah, it's also something beautiful that humans are curious and we want things like with children. As I said, I have a 5-year-old son, and they want so much. They can talk about some candy they want when they're falling asleep, and was so obsessed by this lollipop. I didn't get a lollipop today, even though it was my candy day, and then it's like so strong, but at the same time they can just let things go so quickly. just
Yes.
and it's like yeah.
We all can.
Huh?
We all can do that.
Yeah. And
We all can.
yeah, so yeah, it's what I take from this talk is this kind of reset button to be blank and just open and in the now, and with no expectations, and try to see things as a beginner or for the first time, and also to remember that we came here with nothing and we'll leave with nothing, and we don't know how long time we have here.
Yes. So make it special.
Yeah.
Don't postpone. Don't postpone. If your soul, and we all come with this blueprint in our soul. So your soul is your best friend. It's your inner advisor. So if your soul tells you go out and celebrate tonight, you just go. Don't question it.
Yeah.
And then, oh, but I don't have money. I don't. Stop that. Stop that.
Yeah.
So if your day
Yeah.
in the way, and with prayer to everything you do in your daily life.
Yeah.
This is very important. So when you go to pick up your son, for example,
Yeah.
you don't go in a mechanic way. You
Yeah.
go with, wow, I'm so happy to pick you up.
Yeah.
It's different. I'm
Well,
here. Let's play.
yeah, it's a practice. It's a practice. Sometimes there is like emotions that I'm blocking myself, that it prevents me from be really present. So and then I need kind of time to really work to receive what I'm feeling, and then I can be present. But yeah. Well, thank you so much for this talk. I feel we could talk 3 hours more, and so many different angles. And I didn't know there were so many different things to talk about these topics, but I'm really happy. I'm just gonna give the word to the council, just to finish off a little bit. We'll see if they have something to say. Well, we can just be very grateful for all the progress you're making as individuals and as a species on this planet. You're doing wonderfully, and things are happening very rapid for you. You're about to make a U-turn, turn to each other, a quick turn inwards, and all the chaos that is going on in the world is forcing all of you to go deeper into your hearts, to find safety and beauty again. And you're finding your way back to what is meaningful for you, what you actually need. You need other people. You don't need more devices or even more time.
Yeah.
You need to be closer to yourself and closer to each other. That's all the medicine you need, and that's where you find your hearts again. Thank you so much for being part of this talk with you, and thank you for your trust. Wow.
Thank you for your
Well,
invitation.
yeah, it was great. And I really hope we meet. I know we meet in a couple of weeks, but I really
Yes,
feel the taste I need more of this. I want to have more talks with you and to talk about different subjects. And well, would you be open to that?
yes, yes. I suggest
Wow.
the next topic be about the different, what is karma
What is
and the
karma?
different, yeah, what is karma and the different ways of karma, because
Mm,
there are different ways of karma,
mm.
and as a consequence, different ways of destiny that we have. And
Wow.
that that also allows us to live more in wonder and in the lighter and
Yeah.
happy way. Yeah, because uh, we need to understand in each stage we are in our karma situation,
Yeah.
and as a consequence, our destiny here,
Mm.
and of course to prepare for the next ones.
Yeah. Wow, that's a nice pitch. You're very professional. You should always pitch the next episode. It was totally spontaneous. This wasn't planned at all. It was just came through Claudia, and thank you for that. I'm looking forward to that talks and see you everyone again soon. Welcome to the Fireroot Medium. Do you have a channel also, Claudia, or somewhere?
uh,
Where can people find you?
yeah, I can enclose to you, yeah,
But can you
the
tell
link.
people? I can, of course, put in the comments or something how to reach you, but how can people find you?
In Instagram, wild programs.
Wild programs in Instagram. Okay. Very nice. Very well. If you want to listen to my music, I'm Enbär in Spotify and other platforms. And yeah. I- And and you can find me as a medium also on Facebook as Enbär. So Enbär. If you want to have a soul reading with either of us, you can connect to us. Okay, much
Yes.
love to all of you. An hour has gone by. Thank you and bye.
And spread love in your daily life.
Yeah,
Bye bye for now.
bye bye. Oi, that's amazing, Claudia. I just have to press one more thing.